My name is Clara and I never thought I would become the kind of woman who plots revenge. I was raised to forgive, to stay strong, and to believe in marriage no matter how bad things get. But that was before my husband decided to enjoy a luxury vacation with his mistress while I was burying our daughter. I met Daniel 12 years ago. He was charming, successful, and said all the right things. We got married young and built a life together. He worked in finance and often traveled for business. I was a teacher and preferred a quiet life at home. For years I believed we were happy. We had a beautiful daughter named Lily who was the center of my world. She had Daniel's smile and my stubbornness. But when Lily got sick everything changed. She was only 8 when doctors found out she had a rare heart condition. We spent months going in and out of hospitals. I stopped working to take care of her full time. Daniel kept saying he was busy with work and could not always be there. I tried to understand. I told myself he was under pressure and doing his best to provide for us. Then came the day that broke me. Lily passed away in her sleep one quiet morning. I remember shaking her, calling her name, begging her to wake up. The sound that came out of me that day was something I had never heard before. I called Daniel again and again, but his phone went straight to voicemail. I needed him. I wanted him to come home. He did not come. Not that day, not the next. Instead, 2 days later, I saw photos on social media of him on a beach in Greece. Smiling, holding a glass of champagne, and next to him was a woman in a red bikini. Her hand was on his chest. The caption said, "Living our best life." At first, I could not believe it. I thought maybe it was an old picture. But the date showed it was recent. He was there while I was planning our daughter's funeral. He had told me he was going on a business trip. He lied. I buried Lily alone. I watched her tiny coffin disappear into the ground while her father was enjoying sunsets on the Mediterranean. Friends tried to comfort me but nothing made sense. My grief turned into something else. Something cold and sharp. I decided that day that Daniel was going to feel everything I felt. When he came back a week later he acted surprised, pretending he did not know about the funeral. He said he was sorry his phone had no signal. He cried fake tears and hugged me. But I stayed still. I looked him in the eyes and said, "I saw the photos." His face went pale. He tried to explain. Said it was a business partner. Said I was imagining things. I nodded and said nothing. That scared him more than shouting would have. For weeks I acted as if I believed him. I cooked for him. I smiled. I let him think I was broken but still loyal. He went back to work and started traveling again. I began to plan. I knew he had a secret bank account. I found out about it one night when he left his laptop open. He kept a large amount of money hidden there. Money he probably used for that woman. I also knew he loved his reputation. He was respected in his company, known as a family man. That was his weak spot. I began collecting proof. I saved screenshots of the vacation photos and messages from the woman. I even created a fake account to talk to her. She told me everything. She thought Daniel was divorced and said he promised to take her on another trip soon. She sent me voice notes, pictures, even hotel receipts. I saved it all. Then I went to his boss. Calmly, politely, I told him my husband had been using company funds for personal travel. I showed him proof that the business trip to Greece was charged to his corporate card. The boss was shocked. He said he would handle it privately. I thanked him and left, pretending to be embarrassed. Inside I was trembling, not from fear but satisfaction. A week later Daniel was fired. He came home furious. He said someone had sabotaged him. I looked at him and said quietly, "Maybe karma finally found you." He shouted, threw things, said I had ruined his life. I stayed silent again. He stormed out of the house and went to stay with a friend. That was only the beginning. I took the next step carefully. Using the information from his secret account, I transferred most of the money into a new account under Lily's name. I knew he would not dare report it. That account was illegal, and if he did, he would expose himself. It was poetic justice. Then I posted the vacation photos and screenshots from his affair on a private Facebook group that many of our friends and family followed. I wrote a short message. While I was burying our daughter, my husband was enjoying his vacation. That was all. No drama. No insults. Just the truth. The post spread quickly. People called, texted, some even came to see me. I did not say much. I just let them see the evidence. Within days, Daniel's reputation was gone. The mistress deleted her social media accounts after people started commenting on her posts. His family stopped defending him. He had no job, no money, and no one to turn to. One night he came back to the house. He looked tired and shaven, a shadow of the man he used to be. He said he was sorry. He begged me to forgive him. He said we could start over. I listened quietly, then said, "You had a choice between your daughter's funeral and your vacation. You made it. Now live with it." I handed him an envelope. Inside were divorce papers. He looked stunned. He asked if I really wanted to end it. I said yes. I told him I had already sold the house and was moving to another city. He would get nothing because he had signed a prenuptial agreement years ago when he was the one with money. He realized then that I had taken everything he valued except his guilt. He left without another word. That was the last time I saw him. For months afterward, I tried to rebuild my life. I joined a support group for grieving parents. I started painting again, something I used to love before everything went wrong. People said I looked stronger. Maybe I did, but the truth is I just learned how to hide my pain better. Sometimes, late at night, I think about what I did. Was it cruel? Maybe. But then I remember Lily's face, how she used to ask, "Where's Daddy?" And how I had to lie and say he was working hard for us. He was not. He was living a double life. I do not regret exposing him. He deserved to lose everything he took for granted. A year later, I got a letter from him. He said he was living in another country, working small jobs, and trying to start over. He said he missed me, that he still thought of Lily every day. I tore the letter into pieces. Some things do not deserve an answer. Now, when people hear my story, they call it revenge. But I see it differently. It was justice. Quiet, patient, deliberate justice. I did not scream or fight. I just let the truth do the work. Sometimes the best revenge is not about hurting someone the way they hurt you. It is about taking back your power, your peace, and your life. Daniel thought he had destroyed me, but he only made me stronger. I keep one photo of Lily on my desk. She is smiling, holding a balloon, the sun on her face. Whenever I look at it, I whisper, "We are free now, baby." I think she would be proud.